That's great. So, so let's say, for example, I want to open a cleaning business. What would be the steps for me to open a cleaning business? I'm in New York, by the way. So, what would be the steps? If you can walk us through the steps of opening a cleaning business.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I have a YouTube video. It's called "How to Start a Cleaning Business," and it's on my channel. My channel is AJ Simmons. It'll tell you way better than I'm about to tell you right now, freestyling off the top of my head, but I can give it to you, right? So first thing first, if I started, the first thing I would do is I would get legal. And so what I mean is get legal is number one, get your LLC paperwork done and your tax ID number, okay? So you go to get your LLC paperwork from your state. So usually whoever the Secretary of State, if you type in Secretary of State, New York, and then you probably can go on that. It'll probably give you the first website. It's probably going to be a government website. And then when you go there, it'll lead you to where you get your LLC. Or if you literally Google LLC registration New York, that might take you there faster. But just get your LLC from the state. Then you go to irs.gov to get your tax ID number. It's also called a EIN number. So that's employer identification number is what EIN stands for. And then tax ID stands for tax identification number. But basically they're one and the same. And that's basically like your company social security number, right? So once you have those two things, you want to go open up your business bank account. The reason why you didn't now I'll make sure I say this in order, make sure I say it perfectly. So when you have those two documents, you want to open your business bank account. But when you open that business bank account, the reason why you want to do that immediately is because every single thing that you do from here on out, you want to make sure you have a record of that, right? Because when you have a business, everything has to be accounted for. Everything you spend, everything, any type of revenue that you bring in has to be tracked. And so by opening up a business bank account and getting that business debit card, it'll be easier to track those things, all right? So you got those three things out the way. Next thing you want to do is get you some equipment and some flyers, some marketing material, right? So you get you some cleaning supplies and all of that. Get that with your business card, your business account. And by the way, to open up a business account, usually it's just $100 to get it started in most banks. Some might even have a free business bank account. But whatever seed money that you have, let's just say you got $2,000 you want to start with, put it all in that business account. So that way, every single thing from here on out, you're swiping with that money. So the equipment that you buy, you're getting it with that money. The flyers and marketing material, you're getting it with that money, right? And then after that, you're going to need a business license if it's required by the locality that you live in. So a lot of times you go through the county and get that, or you can go through a city if you're in a city and get that. It all depends. Some cities don't require it on cleaning services, so just make sure that you're required to have a business license in your area. After that, get your insurance, but I always tell people just get a quote on insurance. You can go online and search general liability insurance for commercial cleaning, right? Or for janitorial, and get a quote. And then hold on to the quote. Don't buy the insurance yet. I will wait and get the insurance once you feel like you got a contract about to get signed, but I wouldn't get it immediately, all right? Why? Because you're going to have the monthly payments coming out. And why get monthly payments if you ain't even got no income to pay for it yet, right? All right, bam. So you got your LLC, EIN, business account, you got supplies, you got marketing material, you got the quote for insurance. Now, for the most part, you basically just want to take those flyers and marketing material and literally get out here, go door to door and start trying to find a customer, right? Once you're trying to find a customer, you can also get your website if you want to get a website. It's not mandatory in the beginning, but if you can, might as well. I like Wix.com because it's easy to make and they got templates for cleaning companies already up there. So you can just kind of use that and play with it. And that's pretty much it, man. Go around, look for your customers, try to get them under contract. And that's pretty much it. If you don't know how to price for how much to charge a cleaning opportunity, if you get one, you can check out the app. I made a mobile app and a website. It's called www.calculatedclean.com. Excuse me, or .net. .net is faster, but it goes the same place. Anyway, so it is a 3-day free trial. It is $29 a month to keep it on going, but it's a 3-day free trial, so you can go up there and play with it and all of that. But that's pretty much it, man. I mean, just getting the LLC paperwork and all of that admin stuff, getting your equipment, getting some marketing material, and literally just getting out there trying to find a customer to give you a chance. That's really all it is to it.
That's great. That's great. I have a couple more questions in regards to. I guess we can start with the equipment. Is there certain type of equipment you recommend? I know you say you teach people about different equipment they should get. Is there a certain type of equipment that they should get versus not to get? Versus a mop versus a sweeper.
Yeah. So, for the most part, well, first off, if you're going to do commercial cleaning, I recommend that you try to stick with commercial grade products, right? So Dollar Tree ain't gonna cut it. Okay, Walmart ain't gonna cut it. You're gonna have to go to, it's like local janitorial supply stores in your area. Just Google them. So I would go to places like that to get to started. You can go online and search for places. And one of the main, here's the thing. If you literally go to my website, www.cleanbiznetwork.com, I told you I have cleaning biz starter kits available, right? So let's just say you want to buy mine, but you just want to know what equipment you want to get. Okay, well, literally click on the starter kit that I have up there, and there's a list of everything that comes in my starter kit. It's pictures and everything. Just copy what's there and go find those things and then order them, right? That's the best way I can answer that question. Go to cleanbiznetwork.com, click on starter kit, and then order what you see there. That's the best way I can answer that, honestly.
That's good. That's good. So my next question: how do you go about dealing with customers, whether it's commercial or residential? So I feel like at a certain point you don't want to deal with people who's not giving you the best of service. So how would you recommend people go about dealing with customers?
Yeah. So one thing I always like to do was I always like to have the ability to fire customers, right? So a lot of people think that only the customers can fire you. Well, if you run a business like I run my business, then you should be able to fire them too. So I never hesitated when I had, rude customers or customers that I felt like could never be satisfied. I will fire them in an instant because I'd rather have my peace than a green piece of paper, honestly. We can get plenty of that from anywhere, right? But so the first thing I would do to make sure that I ensured that was inside of my service agreement, which is basically, some people call it a contract, but it's not really a contract, a service agreement. So in the service agreement that I have them sign, in there, I will put that we can cancel at any time for any reason. So that's the first thing. And then for them, I consider they can cancel too, even though we do 1-year agreements, but they can cancel too. But the only way that they can cancel is for poor cleaning services. And they have to allow us a time to fix those issues that they have. So if they say they're pissed because the floors look bad, then they have to allow us at least 7 days to come in and fix those floors. Now, are we really going to take 7 days to do it? No, we're going to try to get out there as soon as possible, right? But put that in your service agreement to make sure that you provide yourself that protection from them just up and leaving you because they're mad at you today, right? So that's the first thing I would do when it comes to dealing with customers. And then also, you're going to have to practice some patience, and you're going to have to really immerse yourself in self-help. You know what I mean? Like, I obsessed over self-help. I'm talking about like positive thinking, law of attraction, Think and Grow Rich, Napoleon Hill, all of that type of stuff to really make sure that you get your mindset prepared, because you will run into some petty, ridiculous customers, and that's just a fact. And not in just this industry, but in any industry, right? So just make sure you feed your brain positivity every single day. Do affirmations, whatever you need to do to make sure you keep your peace and not stoop to the level of some of these customers. But, it's only, what is it? Maybe 10% of the customers going to give you a headache. So for every 10, it's always going to be that one, right? So, and for some reason, it's always that one that either pay you the most or pay you the least. I swear it's always those two. The smallest one you got giving you like $150 a month, and you know what I mean, but whatever. And they want to be so picky. And then you got the other one paying you like $3,000 a month, but they want to be, all over. And so you wrestling with yourself if the $3,000 a month is worth it, right? So, but yeah, man, just stay positive and practice self-help. That's the best thing you can do, is work on yourself when it comes to dealing with customers.
That's great. Would you say I have 2 questions. Would you say this cleaning business can be done everywhere? Anybody, is this just a business that people can jump in in 2021, or what do you see the future of the cleaning industry?
Yeah, man. As long as they have buildings to clean, or real estate in general, basically we follow the real estate market, right? So as long as there's real estate in existence, whether it's commercial or residential, somebody gonna have to clean it. Okay, and most of the time, the person that owns it ain't gonna be the one to clean it, especially not in commercial. Obviously, in residential, if they're smaller homes, then people can clean it themselves, right? But the bigger ones and commercial buildings, somebody has to clean it, and they need it professionally clean. And so that's why I don't think this industry is going anywhere. If you look at the outlook on it, off the past, I actually haven't looked at the future here recently, but it's always been on the up and up. Every single time I check it, it's always still on the up and up. It's a $1 billion industry. So, I mean, Like, I don't know what more to say about, but it definitely can be done in anywhere, like literally anywhere. I was actually